What's up, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse? Welcome back to the Marvelous Wave, and welcome to our coverage of post-Spider-Man No Way Home breakdown. Today we'll be discovering brand new concept art that was recently revealed for No Way Home. It showcased a deleted fight scene that was only hinted at in the final film between the Green Goblin and Spider-Man, before the now famous apartment fight scene that we got to see in the film. Before we get into this breakdown though, we are giving away 2 more figures with the rules very simple. All you have to do is simply like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and then follow the basic rules in the description down below, including telling me what Marvel movie in Phase 4 you're the most excited for coming up next. Now, let's go ahead and continue with our coverage of No Way Home. The Green Goblin, played again by Willem Dafoe, absolutely stole the show in No Way Home, with many fans campaigning for Willem Dafoe to get nominated for an Oscar for his role. The Green Goblin was recently talked about by the writers when they said that they decided that they needed a fully formed villain and that they didn't just want the Green Goblin to be a part of an ensemble, but rather a more daunting threat, because out of all of the villains, in their opinion and in the opinion of the various Spider-Men from across the multiverse, the Green Goblin is the villain that has defined each of them the most, and has really been the integral part of all of their origin stories and fully becoming Spider-Man as he should be. As we see in the original, the Green Goblin really defines Spider-Man as a hero, as he's his first biggest hurdle that he has to overcome. As well as with Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Green Goblin is also the character's biggest hurdle, as he's indirectly responsible for the death of Gwen Stacy. There was even going to be a deleted scene in No Way Home where the 3 Spider-Men talked about why the Green Goblin was the most dangerous of all of the foes, because of the fact that he specifically targets the loved ones of Spider-Man, and is more interested in hurting Peter Parker on an emotional, deep level than even winning any of their battles. This is what makes the apartment fight scene with Spider-Man so impactful, the fact that the Green Goblin and Spider-Man are finally coming to blows after all of the anticipation and build-up, even though the first appearance of the Goblin is actually on the bridge, which leads us directly into this deleted concept. According to brand new concept art, the Green Goblin was originally going to be heavily involved in this engagement with Doc Ock and Spider-Man on the bridge, and Peter Parker was going to battle both the Green Goblin as well as Dr. Otto Octavius simultaneously, and Spider-Man, at least initially, was not going to be sucked through the sling ring portal and into the crypt with Doctor Strange. Rather, the Green Goblin was actually going to destroy the bridge with his pumpkin bombs, and there would have been a fully formed and fully fledged fight scene again with Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Spider-Man, where it appears as if there's actually going to be civilian casualties with a bridge below that was ultimately not in the final product of the film. So ultimately, why did the filmmakers decide not to have Green Goblin involved in this first engagement with Spider-Man, and in my opinion made the appropriate decision in deciding not to have the Green Goblin featured immediately as a main antagonist, as again, a lot of the intense buildup is that apartment fight scene, with that being the crescendo, and the idea and the fear of when exactly Norman Osborn is going to break, which is exactly what the writers were intending, and why they ultimately decided to cut the Green Goblin from this bridge fight scene entirely, having that anxiety and intensity build throughout the film until they finally come to blows and the Green Goblin is involved in the death of May. Rather than seeing Spider-Man fight the Green Goblin, if only momentarily, it doesn't build up that anticipation, the anticipation that we ultimately get in the apartment when the Goblin takes over. But anyway guys, what do you think about this? And what do you think about this deleted concept fight scene where the Green Goblin was actually going to be heavily involved in the bridge battle, to the point where he was actually going to destroy the bridge and Tom Holland and the Green Goblin would fight for the first time here? Do you think it was a wise decision to ultimately hold this off for later in the film? And do you agree with me? Again, my friends, don't forget to enter to win the figure giveaway, hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next video.